I've been doing all of this teaching lately about this sense of safety and security in the system. And today I'm going to drop a truth bomb that I know is going to burn. But I also hope that in addition to expanding your consciousness around this, that it will also be incredibly liberating for you, as it was for me when I made this discovery for myself along my healing journey. So one of the greatest causes of chronic nervous system dysregulation and a lack of a sense of safety in the system is our own self-betrayal. It's not trauma, it's not stress, it is our own turning on ourselves. Think about it. Every time that we override our inner knowing, we send our nervous system into a state of emergency. When we say yes, when we really mean no. When we rush, when our body is desperately craving rest and slowness and stillness. When we stay silent, when the truth really wants to be spoken, our system receives the signal, I am not safe, okay? Safety begins with trust. And when we can't trust ourselves, our body can't relax. We will not feel safe. Now, this is not just emotional, my friends. This is actually biological. So in these situations when we are betraying ourselves, cortisol rises, our muscles contract, our fascia tightens, okay? Our breathing, our breath becomes shallow. Every cell closes. Our entire system begins to brace for impact, okay? So the way I think about it is that self-betrayal is an injury to ourself by 1,000 cuts. The daily ways that we abandon ourselves. Eating food that we know inflames us. Agreeing to commitments that we know will drain us, okay? Staying in relationships that deplete us and diminish us. Numbing out with alcohol, with substances, with media, instead of really allowing ourselves to feel what's true. Pretending we're okay when we're really unraveling inside. Bypassing the truth. Sequestering emotions. All of these patterns create major disruptions in our system. Dysregulation becomes all the nervous system learns. And the message is that we are not safe in our own skin. We're not a safe person to be in, right? To actually be in our body is dangerous. Here's the beauty though. The moment that we become aware of this, the moment that our consciousness expands and that we recognize this pattern, and we start to make the conscious choice to honor ourselves in our own rhythms, our body can begin to heal. It's really that simple. We don't need all the fancy biohacks and all of the programs. We just need to come into right relationship with ourselves. Real healing begins when we can keep a promise to ourselves, when we slow down long enough to hear what it is that our system needs and wants. You know, when we can tune into the whispers before they become screams, right? When we stop apologizing for needing rest and craving joy and excitement, or needing solitude or downtime or truth. This is what it means to be in right relationship with yourself. To become the safe home that your nervous system has been begging for. And here's a personal story. You know, I lived this. I know this well. For years, I was the queen of self-betrayal, okay? I said yes to every opportunity that came my way. I overworked, I overgave, I overperformed, I overpleased. And my body started to scream at me through everything from migraines to gut dysfunction to autoimmune disease. to thyroid issues, to hormone imbalance, to chronic exhaustion and overwhelm, to debilitating anxiety and panic. And it wasn't until I stopped betraying myself that the healing began. I had to tune in and listen, really listen to what my body was asking for, and make the courageous decision to tune in and give her what she needed. I finally could whisper to myself, I got you. I got you. You're safe now. So I invite you today to explore the ways that you've been betraying yourself, not from a place of guilt or shame, no, from love, from kindness, from compassion. And make a new promise to yourself, one that doesn't involve abandoning yourself, one that doesn't involve constantly living from fear, embracing yourself, no more ignoring the truth that your heart already knows. When you come home to yourself and your natural rhythms, this is when your nervous system can finally trust that you are a safe person. This is when you can finally exhale. This is the foundation for health, wellness, and true thriving. This is what rewilding wellness is all about.